GYMDAD Fitness. Today we have the weigh-in and taste test for Nutrifitt, Symbiot, whatever how you pronounce it. I'm gonna look that up before I do the effects portion on the correct way to say this. This is the whiteout flavor, and this is one of those 2 amino hitters that has now been reformulated. And we're getting to the label breakdown, but it's still a riot hitter, so we gotta love that. They still kept some of those in there. And like I said, whiteout flavor. This one scales in at 19 grams. Let's see how it comes in. That off there. We looked at Carnage by these guys a few weeks ago. Here it is right here. This is more of the daily driver type style. That's still a hard-hitting daily driver for damn sure. And this is supposed to be more of the Stim Junkie-esque type pre-workout. And first things first, before we jump into anything, we got to do the pug test. Here he is. Oh. And the pug test. Oh yeah. Yep, even got a tongue lick out of him this time, so we know it's gonna be tasty. This is the whiteout flavor, so I'm thinking like that Gatorade whiteout style flavoring. And then let's get the weigh in here. One level scoop. Comes in 20.18 on a 19 gram scooper. So about right at it. Pretty damn close. Get my cup here. GYMDAD Fitness has the tendency to get a little aggressive too, get a little crazy with that shaker. So my level scoops sometimes aren't really level scoops. And it is a whiteout flavor, but I have a whiteout cup going on too to got kind of a bluish tint. We know it claims whiteout, but all in all, it's a pretty damn good flavor. Pretty solid. I mean, obviously, it's not blow you away, but it's very good. It's not like a whiteout Gatorade like I was expecting, but I'm not gonna dock it anything for that. It's drinkable for sure. But real tasty. Definitely has a bluish little tint to it. Looks like they do have some artificials in there. But all in all, thing comes in accurate on the scale. Pretty solid taste. Can't complain. Let's get into the label breakdown and effects. Go! Time for the label breakdown of the Symbiot pre-workout. And I got the little white light background, blue light going across to kind of give the Ice King looking style here like we have. Taste, I was really excited. I thought it was going to be just like the whiteout Gatorade. I know it's just a flavor, but I love that flavor so much. I thought I was going to get hit with some nostalgia, but it was more of like a bluish kind of style. So I don't really understand the whiteout, but I guess they did the outlines in blue, so maybe it's like an icy taste. Maybe they're shooting for like an icy blue. But it wasn't like that white cherry Gatorade one we used to have. But damn, that's a lot about flavor. Let's get into this label. 19 grams, 20 servings. Pure citrulline, 4 grams. Beta-alanine, 4 grams. Biotin, 2 grams. And so that's about it for the performance matrix. So, this is a little underdosed as far as pumps. So you could stack a pump on it. I mean, I didn't really look into this one too much. Usually a lot of these daily driver, this is a Stim Junkie product. Okay, I'll get that clear first. It's a non-illicit pre, so a non-illicit day. That'll be the last time I refer to this one as a daily driver, and I'll tell you why when I get into the effects. And then we have a mixture of caffeine combination here. It's a caffeine anhydrase, caffeine citrate, decaffeine malate, and it gives us 479 And it also even tells us that it's going to yield 420. So that's really cool. They help us out there. And then this one has 350 milligrams of urea. That is a shit ton of urea. And I've seen some Stim Junkie pre-workouts. If you guys remember Sidewalk Cracker by CT Fletcher, Rain by Olympus Labs, those are urea based pre's. I think Rain might have had jungleins in it as well. But sometimes these urea pre's, if they're sourced well and the rest of the stimulates kind of all come together the same, they have that serious like illicit type feel to it. So yeah, that like I mentioned before, that's the last time we're referring to this as a daily driver, because this thing is a loaded package. Theobromine 100 milligrams, halostatian, it's like a cousin of I believe similar effects to like an ephedra, but like obviously lesser of it is what, if I recall correctly. But either way, it's a stimulant that's going to help with the neuro aspects. And then bitter orange extract, 80 milligrams. Every time I see bitter orange, I think of Excelsior, because I remember seeing that on it and joking around saying it's got to be that bitter orange extract that's getting me that buzz. And then yohimbine at 3 milligrams, and then alpha yo at 1.5, tyrosine at 1 gram, chlorine albitrate 500 milligrams, DMAE 500 milligrams, NeuroRush 100 milligrams, Neuro MZO, it's a canyon, and that's at 25 milligrams, and then Fit GBB, that's going to get you hot, get you sweating at 10 milligrams. That's a pretty nice little dosage. I want to say I've seen it up to like 25, so 10 is a nice little level that shouldn't spook anyone out too much as far as heating you up. And then BioPure black pepper extract to help all the absorption. Overall effects of the Symbiot. This thing's a slapper. This thing is a top tier, top notch Stim Junkie pre workout that doesn't have 2-amino or any other hidden ingredients. Like, I would compare this one to, it's in the likes of the range of like God of Rage 6, Omni Energy, another one like that, like an Alpha Yo hitter that doesn't include those hidden ingredients and 2-amino and all those fun ingredients that us Stim Junkies love to use. It kicks in within the 30 to 40 minute mark. It comes in pretty damn fast. This the multiple phases of caffeine, and then you kind of get like this sense of overall like euphoria and mixed with like urgency. Pumps were pretty damn good on this one. I did arms on this thing with no other pump formula mixed in with it, and they were very savage. Like, I was caught off guard when I was doing the label breakdown and saw that the ingredient list was pretty small. So I know sometimes stuff like that utilizes alpha yo, I've noticed pumps being pretty severe with alpha yo. So I think there's some sense into that, because the alpha yo sourcing of this was beautiful. It didn't have like too many of the negatives, but like I almost felt like if someone blind taste tested me, this one definitely felt like a illicit style pre. Like, I remember like using the restroom and my eyes like even kind of looks like somewhat dilated from this thing, and I'm like, damn, what the heck did they got rolling in this thing at a 1.5 alpha yo? It felt like this alpha yo hit me harder than like 6 from Kilo Labs. Like, it just feels very well sourced and in a good way. It hit me harder on all the positives. I got a little bit of runny nose, a little bit of drip, and not nothing crazy. I did round the scoop a little bit on this one, but overall, like, an amazing experience. Kind of how I'd rank this one. Overall euphoria was up there, like an 8 out of 10, and sense of urgency is perfect, 9 out of 10. I could maybe see it being a little bit better with some of those illicit type pre's. Tunnel vision focus, 7 out of 10. Taste, 7 out of 10. Pumps, we'll give it a solid like 7 out of 10 as well. Like, overall, this one just across the board was very, very sound. I personally, like, of the pre-workouts I've ran lately that are the non 2-amino but still Stim Junkie-esque pre-workouts, like God of Rage and 6. Those are the 3 I think of. This God of Rage, 6, Symbiot. Like, I think they would all be, and if I might be absolutely butchering the way you say this, I never had the 2-amino version, the 2-amino one that was before this, so I can't really compare it to that. But honestly, I thought it had more euphoria than God of Rage. Rage thing, like I said, it just fucking raged. It slapped the shit out of you. It was aggressive. This one was aggressive, but also had a touch more euphoria as well. So overall, like, if I had to pick between those 3, I'd probably go with this one. But they were all really freaking awesome pre's. 6 felt a little smoother. It was euphoric. If you were looking for something a little more You wanted the more euphoria than rage, but you didn't want something like as hard of hitting. 6 might be your move, which is kind of crazy because on label, I would think that 6 would be the strongest with the 3 milligrams of alpha yo by Kilo Labs. But the Symbiot was very nice, very well balanced, good mix of sense of urgency and overall euphoria, perfect amount of energy. And I love this one. Highly recommend if you're looking for something kind of on the fringe of the pre-industry, not looking to hop into the two minos, but still want something fun to get you rolling, get you revved up, get that Stim Junkie-esque feel to it. But GymDad Fitness, like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next one.